Good morning, retail traders. Today is Monday morning, early, 4:42 here in the Ozarks. It is now 12/19 of 2022, and today we're going to talk about SAVA. This is the sneaky snake trading strategy. Please subscribe and ring that bell for future video blog updates. And we're going to talk about SAVA Cassava. Now here on the website, you could always go to the investors highlights right here. I always like to go straight to the news first. As everybody knows how I trade, I'm a news guy. I like to read about the news if there's any upcoming news on it. So I always go straight. First I look on my platform under the news and see if there's anything, and then I go to Wahoo Finance. And Cassava Science announces completion of dosing of open label study of simuliflam, whatever that word is, for Alzheimer's disease. So they also just announced a closing of a direct offering of $50 million. And that happened on November 22nd of 2022 to do this study. So that's real good news. I always like to see a closing of an offering. I usually like to jump in them kind of stocks. Excuse me. Have a little drink of my coffee, my morning latte. There's another thing that I like to drink that solves my Alzheimer's, and that's matcha. This is the last. I'm not sponsored by this company at all. I'm just trying to look for the best matcha that I can find. So if you have any suggestions, please put it down in the comment. This is the last one I bought. Just got it in, and I'm getting ready to have some of that after I get done with this video. So let's get back to the stock. Like I said, I like to go through the website. I also like to go through some of the ones that are similar to SAVA. You might have a sister run with some of these here trades in here. We remember AM popping up on the scanner. AVXL, we got Invax in here. So these are all popular stocks that I've been watching. That penny stock AM is one to follow. But that's one of the benefits of doing your research. Go to Wahoo Finance. So we're going to go straight to the website, and we're going to go into the investors. And I like to go through and read what's going on in here. We got the presentations and the financial information. We know that they just closed an offering, so they got a little bit of money in the piggy bank. And now we're going to go straight to the stock. So I'm a technical trader. Everybody knows that. Fundamentals come kind of in second place to me, but I always like to read up on the news. Now this is the 20-day chart, so let's go straight to the yearly, daily, and we've got this little Darvis box, kind of like almost like a wedge that we broke out of, or a descending pattern bouncing off the 200 SMA. So that would be one of my indicators maybe to take this trade. The pivot point on this chart is right above that 200 SMA, and we're going to drop it down on this line right here where we had that old resistance level. And that's right around, whoop, got the wrong thing up here. Can't go to that right now. So we'll go straight to that price line, and I'm going to draw a trend line around 31 bucks, 30.93. And that's right above that 200 SMA. So I'm going to set an alert to catch the pullback on this stock if it decides to break these other moving averages. I'm a technical trader. I trade off chart patterns and off moving averages and being in the now. So I'm going to set my alert just a little bit above it right here on this double bottom right here at 32.34 to maybe take this trade. We'll just go with the mark at 32.34, and if it dips on down and bounces off that 200 like it did right here, like it did right here off the wicks, like it did right in here, and like it has right in here, we had a triple top break right here where she bounced up and broke out. So that's a pretty good pivot point area on the yearly chart, and that's going to be my first support level at 32.34, and see if that will ring me to the bell. That'll ring me to the alert, and then I'll keep an eye on it, see if any news pops up since then. Then I'm going to take this to the 20-day 1 hour. We're also jumping off that 200 SMA right here. We've had a pretty good little pullback on this. Now, I know this stock had just had a real nice run, Just had a real nice run, and it would be nice if we could catch it off the pivot point on the 20-day. And that support level is going to be right in here, right about, I'm going to say probably right about there at 35.70. And I'm going to set my other alert right above that line, so it'll catch my attention if we come into it. And I'll hit it also at the mark at that price right there. So I'm going to come in here at open, and I want to see if it comes back down and retest this double bottom off the 20-day. And I'm going to put a trend line right there, or price line, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm also going to set an alert just right above it. Same kind of an alert. It's going to be at the mark at or above 37.77. So I've got my 3 alerts set. Now if this thing does pull back and starts to get some volume and some momentum, I'm going to run it back up to resistance level and see if we can touch the 65 EMA right here. And I'm going to put that trend line right there at 40.09. So that'll be my first resistance to break. That'll be this here. We've had a triple top breakout right up in here. And those are going to be my other, well, no, I see another one right down here. I should move this on up a little bit, maybe see if we catch the bottom right here, because we've had such that solid trend line right there. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring that up just a little bit and alert me to that trend line right around 33.70. So those are my 3 alerts. I'll watch it. I'll see if the momentum's picking up. I'll see if there's a reversal in the buys and the calls. I use the tape. I'm a tape reader. And I'll also put up my news, and I'll have my level 2 up here ready for that trade to be watching it. So the first support, 37.77, 36.08, and then the final last call on that 20-day 1-hour chart is going to be right around 33.70 with a resistance to break of right around $40. And that's going to be the neckline of this head and shoulders. That's a head and shoulders right now. So it could drop down to the neckline. Well, this is the shoulder line, and this will be the neckline right down here at 33.70. So I wish everybody a great day, and this is SAVA. Keep a good watch on it. I'm not telling nobody to take this trade right now. I think it needs to set up, pull back a little bit, and then you'll have a lot better opportunity to maybe take the bounce up and gain a little bit more gains on this. I mean, from 33.70 back up to the neckline would be a pretty good job. And that's at $40. So that's a $7 bounce. So if you took this trade down here, let's say at 33.70, and it started reversing up, you'll have 3 different resistance levels, just like you'd have 3 different supports. Each one of these would become a resistance. And that'll be 36.08, 37.77, which is a lucky number, and then that final stage at the neckline of this head and shoulders at $40. So I wish everybody a great day, and that's SAVA. Don't forget, if you see anything, if you're a matcha drinker and you like matcha, go ahead and comment on the bottom. I'll look it up on Amazon, see if I can afford it, see if I like it. And that's the ceremonial grade. I've got the other 2. I got the organic grade that I put in my smoothies. But this is my drug for all timers. It's better than coffee. Y'all have a great day. Retail traders.